Our next question, another popular topic here on the show, sent to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Denny in Birmingham, England. We've often heard your comments on Moxley being stone cold cosplay. However, Jim Ross seemingly agrees. Sort of. JR went on to say that, quote, Moxley is the closest thing in pro wrestling like Stone Cold. A lot of basement-dwelling AEW fanatics are taking that as JR saying Moxley is as good as the Texas Rattlesnake. But can you, Jim, please bring some sanity to this comment and shed some light on what JR really means? Also, do you think JR is trying to appeal to the AEW audience after the constant bashing they give him for his minor slip-ups on Dynamite and him not anointing Omega as the best ever? Do you think he's trying to make his life a little easier? I've heard him say Excalibur is the future voice of pro wrestling. This comment, along with the Moxley one, he can't really believe that, surely.
Well, I would almost agree with you, even though you are calling me Shirley, that he can't really believe that, but I'm not gonna be the amazing Kreskin and try to read Jim Ross's mind. Now, there was some wiggle room there. He's the closest thing in wrestling today to Stone Cold Steve Austin because there's absolutely nothing in wrestling today remotely close to Steve Austin. So that is a true statement, regardless of what you think about Moxley. JR and Austin are very good friends. I don't think that he would purposely malign Stone Cold. He has to be somewhat diplomatic about all these knuckleheads that he works with on a weekly basis. And who knows at this point, maybe JR's, given up on, well, they're never going to do this shit right again. So let's just try to find something positive. I don't know. I don't want to call JR a liar because he gave I don't even know if it was carefully worded or just conveniently worded compliment to somebody, but maybe Moxley is the closest thing to Stone Cold. As I said, that's still a long way away from Stone Cold. But at least they didn't hop all over him for saying, see, he's only the devil incarnate when he either slips and says something accidentally or he says something they don't agree with. As soon as he says something that they all agree with, then he's the smartest guy in the business. So,
other than the anti-authority thing, really, what are the comparisons between him and Steve Austin?
I don't have a clue.
I mean, they don't work the same. They don't look the same. Yeah, I mean, there's no other similarity other than
their matches do not unfold in the same way. They don't have the same psychology about the business. I've seen Moxley do at least a dozen things that you couldn't have fucking paid Steve Austin to do with money, marbles, or chalk for good reason, because it would have been stupid to do them. So except for the anti-authority and he likes to flip the bird and he likes to drink beer, but since he can't really drink beer on the air because that's Paige's gimmick, otherwise than that, I'm searching for similarities.